Hello everyone, I'm Ihsan. In this video, we'll be unboxing the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. The Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 is Samsung's newest foldable smartphone which was just released 2 weeks ago. And now we will immediately unbox it on this channel, and this is also the first folding phone that we unboxed on this channel since this channel was first created. Okay, now let's just unbox the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. For the appearance of the box here, it looks quite simple for the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 box. On the front there is only the words Flip, and at the bottom there is the words Galaxy Z Flip 4. And also the color of the phone indicates the color of this phone. Okay, now let's just take a look at the contents of the box. And here are the contents inside the box of the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 sales package. On the sales package, here we get a USB Type-C to Type-C cable. Then we also get the manual book, and the last one we only get a SIM card tray ejector. And there is no charger adapter inside the box. And now we will immediately see the design of the latest Samsung foldable smartphone, Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. And here's the look of the black or graphite color of Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. The material on the edges feels quite sturdy and strong when we hold it like this, and the weight is also quite heavy. If we compare the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 with the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, the height looks almost the same and looks just a little wider on the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. The build quality and design of the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 looks quite interesting, and the form factor also looks quite unique. And of course, we very rarely find it in other series. Because of its uniqueness, this phone design will attract attention, and of course also feel more compact. When we try to open the lid of this phone, the hinge feels quite solid and it is strong enough and can stop at any position without any shaking at all. Hopefully, laptop manufacturers will be able to make a strong hinge like this for laptops, because it feels even stronger than the average laptop hinge, which will definitely wobble if we shake it like this. For the design of the camera frame, it looks quite simple. There are only two cameras here, the main camera and the ultra-wide camera. The material used on the back of the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 is glass material with the latest Gorilla Glass Victus Plus protection, which is slightly improved from the previous Z Flip 3. The Z Flip 3 still used Gorilla Glass Victus only. The form factor, build quality and design looks not too much different from the Galaxy Z Flip 3. The weight only differs by a few grams. The Z Flip 3 is 183 grams and Z Flip 4 is slightly heavier at 187 grams. However, fortunately, in the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4, the price is slightly cheaper than the Z Flip 3 when it was first launched. The Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 also looks very attractive compared to Z Flip 3 because of its upgraded battery capacity. So although the weight is not too much different, however, the battery in the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 has been increased to 3700 mAh. On Z Flip 3, the battery is only 3300 mAh. And from some of the benchmark and battery tests, the battery is quite efficient on the Z Flip 4 because it used the latest Snapdragon chipset, which is Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, while the Z Flip 3 still uses Snapdragon 888. And from some tests we have seen, for efficiency, Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 is quite efficient. Some even test that the Z Flip 4 battery can last longer than S22 Ultra, even though the battery in S22 Ultra used 5000 mAh battery, which is much larger than Z Flip 4's 3700 mAh battery. So it will be quite interesting to see the latest Snapdragon version, Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which is likely to be used in S23 Ultra series. Now we will take a look at the ports and buttons available on the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. The fingerprint used on Z Flip 4 uses a physical fingerprint that is integrated with the power button on the right, and for the volume button, it's also on the right side above the power button. At the top here, there is a microphone hole, and there are also two antenna lines because the Z Flip 4 used an aluminum frame. For the SIM card slot on the Z Flip 4, there is only one SIM card slot, and on the left there are also two antenna lines at the top part, and on the bottom part there are also two antenna lines. Then at the bottom there are two microphone holes. Then for charging it uses a USB Type-C port. And on the right there is speaker hole, and on the edges there are also two more antenna lines. So the Z Flip 4 is surrounded by many antenna lines, which has 12 antenna lines in total. So this might be to facilitate signal reception because of the aluminum frame used. And maybe also because the form factor can be used with a close position like this. So this might make it easier to receive signals on Z Flip 4, so that the signal can still be strong even though the form factor can be compact. And now we will immediately turn on the phone and we'll see the screen display and also the features and software used in this phone. Here let's first set some initial settings for this phone. And now the settings are complete, we will see the features and also the initial appearance of the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. And this is the initial look of the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 when first turned on. For the key features of the Z Flip 4, one of them is when you take photos or videos, you can take advantage of the form factor of the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. You can directly record videos or take photos without the need to use tripod. You can also directly take photos and videos in various places, and you can easily adjust the angle with this phone. Apart from using the front camera, you can also record directly with the rear camera. You can also display a preview of the photo or video that you are taking directly from the mini screen, which is positioned next to the camera. So you can easily take photos with the rear camera with a little preview on the mini screen next to the camera. For the navigation, here you can navigate from the bottom and the preview position at the top. And you can also move it below, and also settings or the buttons at the top. Apart from the camera app, you can also use a display like this for other applications to take advantage of the flex mode display in other applications. You can first set it in the advanced features menu, then go to the labs menu. And here you can select the flex mode panel at the bottom. Then just activate it for the application you want to use in flex mode. For example, for the Google Chrome application, you can activate it for the flex mode. Then when we open Google Chrome and activate the flex mode feature, you will be able to immediately get a display like this for the Google Chrome. And the bottom part can also be used for the touchpad as using the touchpad on a laptop. There are also some other settings that you can directly use at the bottom screen. For other interesting features of the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4, we will make another review in the next video. If you are interested in other things about Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4, you can ask or write your request in the comment section down below. Hopefully useful, see you on the next video.